So I have been wanting a plein air easel, handheld one that I could take with me to the beach. The beach is about a quarter of a mile, and so I took a walking stick and a bag for agates and sea glass and different things I find on the beach, and also a watercolor bag. So up until now I have been using just my lap, or if I can find a stump or some old driftwood or something to, put my palette on and my water on and paint that way. And it's kind of takes away from the fun of it, because it takes so long to set it up, and then you knock it over and you get sand in it and so on and so forth. It's doable, but I've really wanted a plein air easel for a long time now. So I went and looked on Etsy, and there's some beautiful ones on there, but most of them are over $100. And after looking at them, I thought maybe I could just make my own for, maybe an eighth of the cost. So that's what this video is about today. I did make my own plein air easel, and so I'm going to share this with you. And at the end of the video, I have a short clip of trying the easel out right after I first made it. So I hope you enjoy and find this helpful in case you want to try and make your own. Thanks for watching. So today I want to show you something I made. Let's take a brief look at this handmade, plein air, handheld easel. Okay, I'm going to give you an overhead tour of my plein air easel that I built. I'm kind of doing this backwards, so I just finished painting this picture, which I will leave at the end of this video if I can get this done in a reasonable amount of time here. Alright, so I'm just going to break it down. So this is my water. Right now I'm using this camping foldable collapsible container. So it folds down like that, and then I've got it right there. Of course, you could put it anywhere on the magnets. I can't decide whether I'm going to be using this one. This one works pretty well, or this one that probably more people are familiar with in the artwork. But for right now, I'm using this one. And so I will put this in my bag like I was packing up coming from the beach. And there is my Gallo portable palette. There are not just Gallo colors in there. I have a whole row of my favorite Schminky colors in there as well. So there's that. And so you can see, pull this up a little bit, that you can put that anywhere that you want, basically. So I'm going to, maybe I will zoom out a little bit so you can see. This is my bag, and I'm gonna stick that in my bag, and then zoom back in. Alrighty, and then this is a little tin, and this is the first thing I painted on this plein air easel, and then I glued it to this box because I'm a strange duck. That's what I did. Anyway, so I have water bottle, eraser, some tape, a pencil, a couple of clips I put in here. This one will go in there, but not just right now. I'll just stick that over there. And then these are magnets that I put together for holding paper. And that's what that is right there. I will go ahead and take those off. They just go, see if I can move it around, or I can move it around like that. They just go right there and they will hold your paper. I try to keep those like in a row. And then this right here is for like if you're going to have a larger board, so you can stick that there, or even a bigger one. I stuck that there so that it wouldn't fall, whichever angle you have it. If you have it all the way down, if you have it up, however. That's what this magnet is for. I will just put that away. And I think I put that there. Oh no, I didn't. I know where I put it. I put it right here. There. This stuff all does fit, believe it or not. There. There we go. And so you can have that wherever, again. You want it right there, you want it right there. Doesn't matter. And I will stick that in my bag. I'm going to try to get everything into this little bag, because that's the one I usually use. The only thing is I can't get my sketchbook in it. So there's that. And then this right here, whoops, that goes into my magnet tin. This is clipped on to the bottom clip here. So you can just, your paper towels, you can tear them off, whatever, and then you just have a magnet to hold it if you want, or you can use a clip, however. So that's what that is. And then this right here is a brush holder that I made. So it just fits your brushes or your pencil or a pen or whatever. I've been using it just for brushes. Some people on their palettes or on their easels have their brushes, have a brush holder like with holes in it, so they sit up this way. Personally, I prefer my brushes to be horizontal or down even a little bit, so that the water is not draining into the top part of the brush there, the ferrule. Anyway, I guess what I would like in the future, I'd like to have one that is just actually down, but this works. And this was, so I just put a magnet on that. This was packing styrofoam from like an Amazon box that I colored, oh so pretty. Anyway, I just took a hot tool, like a hot, I can't remember what I heated up, I think it was a screwdriver. And then before I cut these slats, I just took the hot tool and I melted the hole like that. And then I took a knife, I took this knife actually, and I got it very hot over a flame and then just went like that. And that was super simple, super easy. Stuck a magnet on it and it works great. So that's that. Put that in there. All right, last but not least is this, a clip, so it can hold, you know, whatever sketchbooks you're thinking about. You know, I've got tons of them here. Or it can just hold paper. So I showed you the magnets, so you can, like that, or again, like I said, you could tape your paper to a bigger board. You could get a 9x12 or a 10x12 or whatever, just pretty big. You will not be able to do watercolor blocks because they're just too heavy, and they would make this torque go down. So just with paper and this light foam board works really good. This is like perfect because you can still clip it if you want. I don't think you'd need the magnets, but if you did, those would still work through that thickness. Let's see. I don't want to close that yet because it's still wet. All right, so these are, I can't think of the name of the magnets. I'm going to put all the product descriptions into the YouTube description below my video. But basically, I know it's not very pretty, you know, and you could cover it up with something if you wanted to, a thin piece of wood if you wanted to get it really pretty. But now I have these options, and I can put my palette and my water container. What if I want my water container over there or here or wherever, I can do that. So here's my palette again. Here is that box and the brush holder. Just put it like that. And as you can see, this thing, these aren't going anywhere. Big wind. Maybe if you drop your easel, but honestly, I doubt it. They are strong magnets. You know, they actually snapped me a couple times, and that was fun. So you've got this clip, and then this clip right here is, I was going to take it off because I found it annoying, but I decided I could put a towel or paper towel or whatever on there, so I kept that. In order to hold it, I got these phone pop sockets. I think that's what they were called when these first came out. So you can just pop them right down or pop them out. I have one in the middle, so I can hold it like that. If I'm, you know, let me zoom out here. If I'm, you know, painting, standing up at the beach or wherever. So again, this holds this fine at whatever angle you want to be at, because it has these torque hinges. And then I put one here, and I'm right-handed, so I hold it with my left hand. So if you were left-handed, you would put one over here. But that way, if, I don't know, for whatever reason, I could use my thumb for leverage if I needed it. So I put one on both sides. I think I mainly will use the middle one, but I don't know. You could put them on wherever you wanted, actually. I think that's about it. Then there's these torque hinges, and they just went on like that. If I did anything different with this, I mean, it's not very pretty, but it's, oh, I guess I should tell you that I used two 9x12 clipboards. So, and they are, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, not quite 1/4 of an inch thick. So they're pretty hefty. You could always spray this with some kind of waterproof varnish if you're worried about water soaking in. I use a lot of water. I've done 3 paintings, I think, so far on this, and it seems to work just fine. This is a little wet right here. That's where my water pot, I think I was, oh no, that's where my towel was. That's where the paper towels were. So I might spray this actually, because that does feel like it could maybe bubble up. We'll see, we'll let it dry. That's about it. This does fold up, and so I can get it in my bag, my beach bag. So my beach bag would go in there, and then all my other bag with all my tools and stuff would go in here. And this would easily fit in a backpack, which is a little bit smaller if if that was the preference. So if I was going to do anything different, like I was saying, is I would beef up these Torx screws. I'd probably put a piece of, maybe a 1/4 inch piece of wood slat there and right here or on the back, and then get bigger Torx hinges, and then I think it would close nicer, and then it would just probably hold a watercolor block. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. Again, I'll leave all the product information in the description if you are interested in making your own easel.